Yam Brahma Varmadramharada Suddhanandaji Vedi Sangavada Krama Gayanti Yamsamaga Dhyanavastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha Yasyantam Navidusura Suraganaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha. Verse number 49, please. What did it under? Sahajam karma kaunteya sadoshamapi natyajed sarvarambha hi doshena dhumena agnirivavruta asakta buddhi sarvatra jitatma vigata spruha naishkarmya siddhim paramam sannyasena digacchati siddhim prapto yatha brahma tathapnoti nibodhame samasenaiva kaunteya nishtha jnanasya ya para siddhim prapto yatha brahma tathapnoti nibodhame samasenaiva kaunteya nishtha jnanasya ya para. I hope you have been thinking over these ideas. Just see the beauty in this mature wisdom, where absolutely nothing is rejected. No person is a helpless case. No mood, no thought, no perception, no action is ever condemned. Every individual can begin from wherever they are. It doesn't matter who are you, what role you identify with, what you take yourself to be. Ultimately, there is the hope that every person must be himself, because it is difficult to identify and be with a role for a long time. Who you are is the easiest thing to be. It's just like your physical body. To be the body, what shall you do? It's just there, helplessly there. But to decorate the body, how many dresses, how many ornaments, how many colors, how many shoes, what all things you can do with your body, hairstyle, But to be your body, how difficult it is. That difficult it is to be the self, natural, effortless. What you have, your thoughts, your ideas, which you have taken yourself to be, that creates the confusion. When I take what I have to be who I am, that is where your delusion is complete. And elaborately he discussed. No human being can escape this guna vibhaga, sattva, rajas, tamas. And when you are sattva pradhana, raja upasarjana, when there is very sattvic, know yourself, but little activity for sustenance, such a mind, if you want to name it, it can be Brahmana. Mind, listen carefully. Rajapradhana sattva-upasarjana. Saurya, virya, dana, aishwarya. All the strength, selflessness, charity, power. Using it for others' sake. That disposition of mind, kshatriya. Sometimes, krushi, yugo, raksha, vanijya, different types of engagements in life. There are trade and commerce. Any such activity where the person is interested more in himself than in others. You can do the agriculture for your profit. If it is only for your profit, you are a Vaishya mind. If it is while helping yourself, helping others, it's a Kshatriya mind. Then Shudra is who considers a mind, this body is the ultimate. Ekasmin dehe sarvam tishtati. In this body, everything is existing, my sustenance. And therefore, everything utterly selfish. There is nobody else. Such a mind, Shudra mind. Listen carefully. These four are not physical division, caste system. That's nonsense. Understand? I have explained elaborately. This is the four different mental, intellectual, subtle disposition. And this is something universal. And nobody can be condemned. Listen carefully. This morning I was thinking, what I was thinking. I was sitting, some thought came. I'll share with you. Amazing. You'll see that. These are not four different divisions for branding, classifying people into Brahmana, Vaishya, Kshatriya, Shudra. That is nonsense. Just like, listen carefully, because these are only four divisions, the four different dispositions of a human mind, and you can be with any disposition at any time. So sometimes you can be a Brahmana, sometimes a Shudra, sometimes a Kshatriya, sometimes a Vaishya. Vaishya is not a person, Kshatriya is not a person, Shudra is not a person, Brahmana is not a person. It's a mind, like engineer is not a person, lawyer is not a person, journalist is not a person, an athlete is not a person. Mind game. Understand? Body is an instrument. Understand? Just like your car. If you use it as an ambulance, it's an ambulance. a four-wheel automobile. Use it as a security van, is a security van. Use it. If you model it as a camper, it becomes a camper. Passenger car, passenger car. Anything you like. But basically it's on four-wheel. Your body is like that. Your body has no caste. Body has no division of any kind. So this is four dispositions within. And everybody is not always a Brahmana, or always a Vaishya, or always a Kshatriya, always a Sudra mind. Different dispositions shall be there. When you brand somebody as a Sudra, then even the person has a beautiful mind of a Brahmana, you don't accept it. If you brand a person as a Kshatriya, even if like a politician or a king, king is not king is not a politician. But politicians appear to be kings, right? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Sometimes you are a Vaishya. Understand? But the person doesn't want to accept that he's dealing, he's not a leader, he's a dealer. Even if a person is a business person, we call him Vaishya, maybe he's most charitable, very kind, never cheats. A Brahmana disposition or a Kshatriya disposition, but we say businessman, corrupt. Somebody you brand as a Brahmana, but the fellow behaves like an animal. Maybe drunk, angry, jealous. Understand? And still the person is proud of a Brahmana. Understand? These are all four subtle divisions. Like, take that point. I was amazed by that point. Just like so many divisions are there. You know, you have got Varna, Ashrama, Dharma. Okay? Ashrama. Ashrama means what? Grihastha, Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyas. Listen carefully. These are the four ashramas. Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyas, ashrama. Before getting into that, look at your own body. Body has got four avasthas. What are they? Valya, Kaumara, Yauvana, Vardhakya. Valya, early childhood, baby days. Kaumara, early youth. Then Yauvana, youth. Then Vardhakya, old age. Now, think of it. Do you have a person who is always a Valya, child? Do you consider one person who is always young, Yauvana? Do you consider a person, Kumara, or youth? Do you consider a person who is, have you seen this species? These are all Valya. These are all Kumara. Are you getting that point, please? Yauvana, this is youth. You are continuously shifting. At one time you are in the group of babies, Valya, as a child. After some time, you are enjoying early youth. Then you are young adult. Then you are old. There is no question of your returning to anything. That is child, that is the body. Just like this division of four different divisions of the body, the physical condition, varnasam, the ashrama, brahmachari, grihastha, vanaprastha, sannyas. Everybody starts, and everybody should start life with brahmachari, to study. Go to Gurukula, study. Every child. So, is there any particular species who are brahmacharis? Then you are a grihastha. When you choose to take responsibilities, marriage and all that, you become a grihastha. Then you choose to withdraw from everything at the end of your adult life, semi-retired, vanaprastha. Then sannyas, you take into that, where you munivriti, where you contemplative lifestyle is sannyasi. So, can you brand people, brahmacharis, grihasthas, vanaprastha, sannyas? Anybody can be anything. Are you getting that point, please? These are the 4 divisions. Do you have 4 different types of people? These are brahmacharis. Everybody is a brahmachari from the beginning as a child. And who is a brahmachari? Person who is engaged himself in studies. Suppose you don't engage yourself in studies, you are not a brahmachari. Brahmani charati iti brahmachari, one who revels in Brahman. Understand? And when he tells you brahmachari, don't think, unmarried, celibate. No. What it means is, maithuna varjana. Maithuna, when he said that, maithuna means physical union between a man and woman, but maithuna means duality. That is, maithuna means what? Mithuna, have you seen that? Gemini, when you say there's a man and woman in the zodiac, maithuna, there are 2 things. Meaning, dvaita varjanam. Because you cannot only get married only to a man or woman. You can get married to a car. You can get married to a house. You can get married to diamond. You can get married to a job. You can get married to a dog. You can get married to anything. Just as even if your woman or your man is looked at by somebody, there's a fire in your heart. Jealousy. Somebody touches your car, somebody touches your dog, somebody touches the flower in your garden. You go through same jealousy. Don't touch my things. You may be unmarried as far as to a man or woman goes, but you're a married person because you are married to the world. Like a person can be married to holiness. I am very holy man. I'm married to a cloth. I'm white, yellow, red. Understand? Grihastha. Who is that? There is no particular species. Anybody can be a brahmachari. Anybody can be a grihastha. Anybody can be a vanaprasthi who chooses to withdraw from everything and ultimately sannyasi, knowing himself. Who has the person has to be like that? Is there any particular person? Everybody can have that. Are you getting that? Balya, Kaumara, Yovana, Vardhakya. Is there any person? One particular person? Anybody. In the same way, don't make Sudra, Brahmana, Vaishya, Kshatriya, one species. Brahmanas. Just like from childhood you are migrating or you are moving into youth, from youth to old age. Physically it is irreversible. You can't reverse it. Can you come back? Sometimes I am adult, but sometimes I am a baby also. Your body has become kuti, small one again. Can you go back? This progression of physical body is irreversible. You can't reverse it. Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyas also sort of irreversible, but you can also reverse it. You can't reverse it. But suppose you are a Grihastha, if you retire now, you don't become Brahmachari, you become Vanaprastha. You can't reverse it. Whereas mind is a totally flexible division. Brahmana, Vaishya, Kshatriya, Sudra is the most flexible division. Understand? What we have done, the most flexible division, we have made it inflexible. So tight. Because by birth. This is guna karma vibhaga. Are you getting that? What Bhagavan says in Gita? Chaturvarnam maya srustam. What is the next line? Guna karma vibhagasa. How people misunderstand, you see that? Guna vibhaga, karma vibhaga. Not by jati, not by janma. Never by birth. It has become like not a cancer, something more deadly disease. It is literally killing the whole Indian society. Understand? The most beautiful philosophy thinking is here, but the most ignoble, condemnable practice, the social manifestations. Whereas in other countries, there are other people in other societies, they don't have this Brahman, Atma, consciousness, all-pervasive Ishvara is not there. But there is a dignity of labor. You cannot believe. Nobody feels bad to do any job. I have seen it in camps. When you go to the other countries, whether it's Europe, America, other countries, when you go there, this physical labor, there is no indignity. Even the president of the country can be a wood chopping the wood. You know the Reagan, the president, he is happy to chopping the wood because to have a muscle. You can be president of Russia, president of America, any, it doesn't matter. The fellow will be jogging like anybody else. Ordinary people, everybody knows how to fix a door, how to fix a house, how to dig a hole, how to plant a tree. Call the carpenter. That is the job of a carpenter, but you are not a carpenter. One who deals with the woodcraft is a carpenter. But a carpenter is not a caste. So today you change your profession from a carpenter, from wood carving, you have gone into, I don't like it. So what do? I am farming now. So you are a farmer. I don't like farming. What are you doing? Taxi driver. In New Zealand when I went, there are many people who have gone from other countries, especially South Africa. Chartered accountants, but they are taxi drivers. The job is not there. Forget the job, so what? A taxi driver makes good money. Sustenance. Try to do it in India. Just ask somebody. So much so, even when you become sadhus, it also gets into your head. Understand? Especially if you are a person who is studying these things, you should be out of it. No, you come into another type of straitjacket. Tight expectations. What is that? I am a sadhu, how can I lift my own luggage? I went to railway station, nobody is there. I have to carry my own luggage. Then whose luggage you should carry? Just think. Nobody respecting me. Oh, you are so respectable. How can I sit down with the people there? That is the line for the white cloth. This is for the red cloth. Oh, I see. If you sit down in the white cloth line, the food will disappear from your plate, right? You just think. Nonsense gets into the head. Appreciate. You are stuck. These are the four divisions, understand, which is a flexible division. You have made it inflexible. Why? Because you named a person as a Brahmana, or a Shudra, or a Vaishya, or a Kshatriya. Then you shall say, he is a, he's a businessman, Vaishya. How can he do this? He cannot do the Sudra's job. He's a Sudra. How can he go into the temple? What? It's not a person. Physically, listen carefully, physically, there is absolutely no division except Balya, Kaumara, Yauvana, Vardhakya. Disease is same for all. Health is same for all. Kidneys are same for all. Air. Why are you breathing from the same trough of air? Why not for the Shudra different air, from Brahmana different air? If they can manage, they will do that also, They're so fanatics. Not only you cannot go into the temple, you cannot breathe from the same air, you see, we are breathing, you can't drink from the same glass. So how can you drink from the, breathe from the same air? Given to them, these fanatics can destroy anything. There is no superior, inferior, understand. This is just a natural divisions possible in every human being. Sometimes you are a Vaishya, sometimes you are a Kshatriya mind, sometimes you are a Brahmana mind, sometimes a Shudra mind. That is why there is a possibility of everybody growing onto himself. Are you getting that? That why Bhagavan says that? Sahajam karma kaunteya sadosham api na tyajet. Hey Arjuna, that karma action which is natural to you, that emotion which is natural to you, stick on to it. Be honest. Natyajet. Don't give it up. Don't try to pretend to be somebody else. Shreyan swadharma vigunaha paradharma su anushthitat. Vigunopi swadharma shreyan. Even if it is a faulty emotion, you better hold on to that. If you are an angry person, be honest and show, admit, accept, acknowledge your anger. Accept your jealousy. It's like a poor man. If you are a poor person, accept your poverty. Listen carefully. If you are a poor person, accept your poverty. If you do not accept your poverty and you pretend to be rich, you know what you should do? What will you do? You have to beg, you have to borrow, you have to steal. I am a poor man. I can spend for my marriage 50,000 rupees. But I want to pretend to be rich. I want to feed 500 people. What do? Borrow, steal, manipulate. Then what happens? You are not lost in the debt trap. You can never pay it back. The fellow can commit suicide. You enjoyed people's attention for a day because you gave a gala, lunch or a dinner. After everybody goes away, burping and heavy stomach, you have to face the consequences of the debt for the rest of your life. By pretending to be rich, your poverty did not go, but you became more impoverished. Are you getting that point, please? Very clear. By pretending to be rich, your poverty did not go, but you became more impoverished because more burden on you. Exactly like that. The poverty of mind, the paucity of emotions. Poverty of mind. If you are an angry person, jealous, lustful, desiring, angry, manipulative, short-tempered, idiot, no thinking, but he pretends to be very smart thinker, very quiet, very accommodative. What happens? After some time your pretension collapses. Understand? After some time, your pretense goodness collapses. And when your pretense goodness collapses, previously if you are bad, now you are painted as worse. They knew you are angry, but now they know you are deceptive also. So you become useless. Understand? Sadoshamapi natyaj. Why? Because in the human being, there is a possibility of growing. Understand? You cannot reverse your childhood, youth, old age. Only human being understand these subtle divisions of the mind, where there is sama, dhamma, uparama, all these things, a Brahmana mind. Living for others, a Kshatriya. Living for himself, a Vaishya. Total, gross, body-oriented, like a Sudra. Sudra is not a person, Vaishya is not a person. Are you getting that point, please? But however much I talk, the moment you listen to these four, a person comes to your eyes. Are you getting that point? Sudra means that person who lives in the outskirts of the village, not in the mainstream. Brahmana, Vaishya, Kshatriya means, somewhere. What is this? So in every person, these four possibilities are there, and you can grow. And in fact, Janmana Jayate Sudra. By birth, everybody is samskara varjita. Everybody is free from samskara. That is why everybody must be taught, educated. Just like you look at your own lives, friends. You don't have to look at somebody. You look at your own life. Whoever you are, you look at your own life. Suppose you in this audience, somebody is a professional, somebody is a rich man, somebody is a poor man, somebody is an athlete, somebody is a painter, somebody is a musician, somebody is an artist, somebody is rich, somebody is bright, brilliant. Is there anybody who has born bright? Born singing, singer, born musician, born scientist, born artist. How did you become wherever you are? How did you become? Imagine your friends who in the village left out. In a town they are left behind. Between the two of us, what was the difference? I was born same time as many people born in my village. You were born in the same time as many people are born around you. Where are they are? Where you are? Just look at, no superiority, inferiority. How did you come to the place where you are? You went to school. That itself prevents millions of people because they can't go to school. That you could go to school is a huge step. Others cannot. Going to school, you studied nicely. Somebody did not. Distracted. He dropped out of the school. You went to college. Did you go to college and study nicely? Did. Is it good? You did nice. Maybe you take up a job. Other person could not. Understand? Please appreciate. You took up a job, the person did not take. You become rich, or you become poor, the other person become rich. Listen carefully. But you also married, other person also married. Poor man also marries. Uneducated person also marries. Rich person marries, educated person also marries. Employed marries, unemployed also marries. So you have a relationship. Children are born, just think. Ultimately, listen carefully. Whether you pass through school, college, education, job, money, marriage, children. And then you feel disappointment. What is this? After this what? Other person totally frustrated, failure. So what is this? This life. Whether you feel frustrated, are you getting that? The path you take, rich or poor, educated or uneducated, may be different. But frustrations and excitements are same. Are you getting that point, please? There is no rich man's frustration, poor man's frustration. Rich man's excitement, poor man's excitement. Are you getting that point? This is human. Your excitements, your frustrations are very human. The king is not royally disappointed, and the ordinary person is not ordinarily disappointed. Disappointment has no royalty or common, the commoner's touch. You overeat, rich man, diseased. The person malnourished, diseased. What is the difference? You both went to disease through different ways. Are you getting that? You both went to disease in different ways. One with the heavy eating, overnutritious, diseased. Other is malnourished, wrong food, disease. Both have to be treated. Are you getting that? Please. Same way also. Whether you are the disposition of a Shudra or a Brahmana or a Vaishya or a Kshatriya, both will be disappointed. Yesterday I told you. The Sattvic gunas is like a golden chain. The Rajasic, Tamasic gunas are like an iron chain. Bound you are. Why? Because the person suppose is by nature, some people by Swabhava. Swabhava niyata guna. Swabhava. You are very kind, very nice. Some people are like that. But suppose he is married to his goodness, he will be so arrogant, I don't need to know anything. He remains ignorant. The other person says, I need not know anything. Why? Because body is the ultimate. What will happen? Both people suffer the arrogance, ignorance, and ignorance burns arrogance, or ignorance burns helplessness. One is helpless, other is arrogant. Who is better? Are you getting that? One is arrogantly helpless. Other is helplessly arrogant. What is arrogantly helpless? You talk to the poor man, you are poor. So what? I am poor, so how does it matter? Have you seen that? A person is a poor person, and if you, by chance you want to show off and you say, come here, do this. Who do you think you are? I may not be the governor that you are, but don't tell me what am I supposed to do. True. Helplessly arrogant. Arrogantly helpless. Think. Both reach that point of frustration. Now, in every human being, there is a possibility of we starting as the Shudra, means samskara varjita, the mind is not there. Then study. As you study, what shall be the understand? As you grow up in life, listen carefully, as you grow up in life, please see this, as you grow up in life, what shall be your next step? From the total ignorance when you start studying, picking informations, what shall be the next natural step? Selfishness. Protect me. That is why child, my pen, my toy, my book, my mommy, my father. Before he learns to share, he is already a Vaishya. Are you getting that? Every child, before the child learns to share, he is already a Vaishya. Me, Give me the flower. What shall you give me? Exchange. Vaishya. If you give me laddu, I'll give you my flower. You give me your ball, I'll give you my car. Business started. Some people become grown-up babies, grown-up Vaishyas. Always exchange. Some are remain uneducated, uncultured, with no study, nothing. Some will grow up as the Kshatriyas. Sometimes Vaishya, sometimes Kshatriya. How long can I do for him? Okay, then because you start think, when you are young, after some time you helplessly fall in love, get attracted by somebody. Think, please see, feel attracted by somebody. When you are feeling attracted by somebody, what do? You sacrifice your interest for the other person's sake. You are a Kshatriya. Are you getting that? You sacrifice your interest. If the boy wants that, okay. If the girl wants it, okay. Why? Because I want him or I want her. You sacrifice. Not for your sake. And you are very protective about the person. The girl you are protective about, the boy you are protective about. Why? Because my girl, my boy, human relationship. My father, my mother is not only love in the so-called of passion and lust, but even the so-called simple love and affection, where my life also depends on the presence of my father. My life depends on the presence of my mother. My life also is comfortable with my brothers and sisters. So I love them all. So my interest is sacrificed at the altar of their interest. You are a Kshatriya, you are a leader. Then certain times you discover, how long can I live for others? I lived, but it's no use. I give everything to my father. I give everything to my child. I give everything to my wife. I give everything to my husband. They are useless. Now I know why Ratnakara, Dasyu Ratnakara became Valmiki. When nobody is going to share his problem. The highway bandit, Ratnakara. He was robbing everybody, he robbed Narada also. So Narada said, why are you doing all this? It's for family's sake. So you think they will share your papa, your demerit? He said, of course they will do that. He said, all right, tie me down onto the tree so that I do not go away. And go to your house and find out and come. So he tied him down to the tree, went there and asked the father, I am doing so much for you. Will you share my demerit, my papa? Father said, son, it is your son's responsibility to look after me. What you do, you pay. Jo karega, wo bharega. What you do, you pay for it. What about the mother? Same thing. Wife, darling one, dearest one. Yes, you are my husband. Whatever your duty is to look after children. You are the father. Now the light dawned. Oh. You think you are doing for everybody's sake, but everybody thinks you are doing it for your sake. That is, you have to feel humiliated. You understand humanly how you feel humiliated? Because you think you are doing it for somebody's sake. You told your child, how much I did for you? You only enjoyed doing it. You only enjoyed doing it. You wanted me to be a son, therefore you wanted me to be engineer, therefore you are working for it. It's not permanent. Did you ask me whether I want to be engineer or not? The father's world collapses. Mother says, how much I sacrificed for your sake? What sacrifice you made? I didn't ask you to give me birth to me. These are like atom bombs for the parents. Are you getting that point, please? I did so much. Really, you did so much for others? For your sake. So whatever you do, you pay for it. The fellow came back, opened him, fell at his feet. So sometimes in life, this realization comes. Nobody shares. What shall I do? Viveka comes, you are a Brahmana. When you are like that, you go to a teacher. Helplessly look for something, Ishvara, God, whatever. Lucky to come across a teacher. And then the teacher, listen carefully, the teacher then points out. When the teacher points out about yourself as to what your nature is, when the teacher points out your nature, you find it extremely difficult. What? Because you have been a Brahmana, you have been a Vaishya, you have been a Kshatriya, you have been a Shudra once in a while. Now don't think Brahmana, Vaishya, Kshatriya is a caste system, meaning sometimes you have been terribly selfish, like a Vaishya. Sometimes you have been selfless, like a Kshatriya. Most of the time you are totally uncultured, uncivilized, angry, hateful, jealous, like a Shudra mind. Rarely you are like a Brahmana. And even by chance you have been little good for nobody's sake. But that time you are also arrogant. I am such a good man. Don't you do that? Don't you do that in your life? One good action you have done, you remind everybody about your good action. Did I not give you water when you were thirsty that day? True. So, now I am stealing 1500 rupees, how can you tell me anything? Oh, because you did one good action, I have to massage your foot. People always remember. Are you getting that? One good moment they'll remember. 100 nonsense they have done. Conveniently forget. Arrogance. Know your strength, know your weakness. Now when you come to know about yourself, who you are, when you go to the expose this thing to the teaching, to know about yourself, now comes your difficulty. You are convinced that who you are is not this thought or that thought, not this emotion or that emotion. But the trouble is, all these emotions, impressions of the past have a strong hold on you. What do? Swakarmana tamabhyarchya siddhim vindati manava. Beautiful. Swakarmana tamabhyarchya siddhim yenas. Oh, it's so sweet verses, I don't know what to do. You understand? Yata pravritti bhutanam yena sarvamidam tatam swakarmana tamabhyarchya siddhim vindati manava. Swakarmana tam abhyarchya, by worshipping him by your own action. To whom? Yata pravritti bhutanam, from whom all the beings come. Yana sarvamidam tatam, by whom everything is pervaded, all pervasiveness, Ishvara, consciousness, Brahman, call it whatever you like. Swakarmana, by your action, tam abhyarchya. What action? Don't worry. What thought? Don't worry. My every thought, every action. Last evening I told you. Yad yad karma karomi tattadakhilam shambho tavaradhanam. Be honest. Swadharma, that is Shreyan Swadharma Viguna. Remember that line. Yesterday I told you, be absolutely honest. Don't be honestly arrogant. Be absolutely honest means that I am a liar. Accept you are a liar. You are jealous. Accept you are jealous. You are passionate. Accept you are passionate. You are cheating. Accept you are cheating. Don't be proud of it. Be ashamed of it. Be ashamed of it. When you are recognizing your weakness, you shall not feel humiliated when somebody points it out to you. You understand the point? Do you understand that point? When you are aware of your weakness, somebody points out to you, you don't feel humiliated. You know your nose is like this. Somebody says, hey, crooked nose. Hello. Why? I know my nose is crooked. How does it matter? If the fellow says, it is insensitive of him to talk it out, but if he talks, so what? My nose is crooked. Hey Shati, suppose you are 4 feet 2. Huh? Hey Shati, I'm here. I'm 4 feet 2. So what? Why should I defend myself that I'm 7 feet 5 and 4 feet 2 with a 2 feet long chappal under bottom? Huh? For what? This is what I am. When you are aware of your weakness, you cannot be humiliated. And when you are aware of your strength, you cannot be flattered. Nobody can flatter you. Why? When you are aware of your strength. Oh, you are so beautiful. Thank you. What is flattery? When you are ugly, when somebody says, you are so beautiful. Really? Huh. You are in trouble. You understand? Just think. You are a poor man. Somebody says, oh, you are really very rich in your disposition. Thank you. What nonsense. I know myself. Neither I am available for flattery, nor I am available for humiliation. So be honest. Now, having known this, listen carefully. Having known this, now when you are listening to this truth, and you have accepted your weaknesses and strength as it is. Acceptance means swakarmana tamabhyarchya siddhim. Anger comes, oh Lord, why is it like that? Please, all yours. Cannot hold at the level of the thought, do at the level of the body. Act on. Get ready for the consequences. Such a person. No more you are a Brahmana, or a Vaishya, or a Kshatriya, or a Sudra. Jati niti gula gotra duragam. You come to discover yourself as to who you are. So mind. No more you are a man or woman, young or old, no brahmachari, grihastha, vanaprastha, sannyasa, atyasramastha. Atyasrama. Asrama aditya vartate. You are no more a brahmachari, grihastha, vanaprastha, sannyasi. Neither you are a child, balya, kaumara, yovana, atma, nitya. All these divisions of varna, asrama, guna, karma, everything disappears. You are with yourself. That is why when these classifications are made, it is not to condemn somebody to a physical division or divisions of the mind. That is more for our understanding. Like a body is there. Suppose you don't make it 4 divisions, childhood, balya, kaumara, early youth, then youth, old age. How do you describe it? Call the man, always everybody is a man. A child also is a man, the old also is a man. Right? Call the baby, bring the baby. Or bring the man now, whom shall you bring? Suppose your father, mother, child, everybody sitting down. You want the baby. So what shall you call? Bring the man. So now who will come? Like man and woman. Man and woman is what? The 2 different bodies, bas. Don't say woman is inferior, man is superior, or man is inferior, woman is superior. What nonsense. That body makes it a woman body has something the man's body doesn't have. Man's body has something the woman's body doesn't have. Man and woman together have everything. That is why they can bring a baby. Make a baby by yourself. Try. Just try. Oh, they are making baby, out of, what is that? Nowadays they are making? What is that? Test tube babies, yeah, right. Whatever test tube baby. Now, what is test tube baby? Test tube means the baby is growing test tube. Fertilized in a test tube, but planted in a mummy's womb. Surrogate mother. You need a woman's womb for the baby to come. The baby is going, I don't need a mother. Okay, man will breastfeed the baby. Huh? What nonsense. You need both. So man is superior, woman is superior. Man is inferior, woman is inferior. But just like the so-called stupid caste system, the man and woman also is a caste system. Have you not seen it in your own homes? Have you not seen your own homes? What happens? Girls have to wait second. Boys have to eat first. Women have to wait later on. Men have to first finish their dinner. Have you seen that, especially in Indian society? Hey, for convenience sake, suppose mother eats last, fine. That's why there is a respect for mother. But if it is general get-together, let everybody eat together. It is nice motherly instinct that you feed somebody, that's fine. Certain circumstance. That's why woman, feminine, what is that? Feminism, that women's leave. Huh? Whatever the men do, we'll do. What nonsense. How can you do everything that a man do? Can do what the woman can do. That is why Ardhanarishwara. In every man there is a woman, in every woman there is a man. And that is how it should be. But just like this, the caste system also has become terrible. Woman is a second sex. Inferior. Nonsense. Same thing, Brahmana, Vaishya, Kshatriya. It's a mental division. Division of the mind, subtle division. How can you ever do that? But then, unconsciously, oh, Western countries very advanced? No. There may be this, but there are rich suburb and poor suburb. Like rich, rich suburb. That suburb, only rich and famous. Ordinary people have no access. Color divisions, black and white, which is disappearing. Yellow and red, disappearing, that type of thing, color. Only those people should stay there. Like the sad thing would happen in South Africa, apartheid, color. Even now you go there, you can see that. One area I went, staying there, one area we went, only Indians are there. I thought, oh, very nice, all the Indians are here. Only Indians are there. Then other time we saw, I didn't really make out. I said, Indians are there, black people there. No, during the apartheid regime, from the main Johannesburg town, the Indians were shifted to one particular area. In the Johannesburg town, not shifted, means one area was allocated for Indians, one for blacks, one for whites. So previously it was totally three segregated community. Just because of the color. The color is a caste. Go to any country, rich suburb, poor suburb, ghetto. What does this mean? Millionaire's club, poor man's club. Just think. In one way or the other, the whole world is poisoned. Why? All because of the lack of self-awareness. Only one dimension, you shall all be same. We are all one and the same. Aham Brahmasmi. I am the Absolute, you are the Absolute. I am as wonderful as you are. I am as divine as you are. Rest, there shall be divisions. Accept the division, live with the division. Don't say that this is superior or inferior. And everybody has all the possibilities. Just like pigmentation. Michael Jackson make himself white. A white man can make himself tanned. The white people, when they come there, they go to all hot countries. Why? So day in and day out, they will be lying down on the sunlight with the sunset, and then come with a tanned body. Then that will open the whole shirt and be walking on the European street. Why? He has come back from India. Or he has come back from Thailand. Why? The color is no more that faded white. It is now tanned color. Just think, you want to be like that. You are not comfortable. So you want to be rich, because you want to be rich man's community. You want to be, nobody wants to be poor. Oh, I don't want to be seen in that place. Millionaires club. Are you getting that point, please? Religious club. Religions have been what? Another caste system. We are 1 billion members strong. Other is 750 million strong. Different religions. So religions divide or unite? Understand only one thing. Self-awareness as to who you are. Who you are, who I am, one and the same. What we have shall be different, and celebrate the differences, the divisions is needed. Don't try to poach on people. Conversion in the name of religion, segregation in the name of education, physical body, sex, like male, female, segregation, black and white segregation, Brahmana, Vaishya, Kshatriya, Sudra, misunderstood. Is like, see how comforting it is and how destructive it is. Engineer is a mind, but suppose you make a person engineer, just engineer is a mind, but you say he is an engineer. Why? Because engineer's son. Think. Another person is a flower vendor. So the son also is a flower vendor. You know what we are doing? To an engineer's son, you are granting a position which he doesn't deserve. Because engineer was engineer, because he was bright, but his son is not. But he is saying that he is also engineer. Understand? Why is it that engineer's son is not engineer, but the pot maker's son is pot maker? Because pot making is easy. Father makes pot, son makes pot. How much intelligence is needed? Or an engineer's son cannot be engineer. Why? You have to pass through engineering school, college, university. Doctor's son is not doctor. Understand? A pharmacist's son can be a pharmacist because he sees which is medicine to be dispensed, that much. But why that medicine? You have to think. Understand? That is why you cannot create a caste division in a thinking atmosphere. You can't be are you getting that? Just because son of a musician, you can be a musician. You have to learn. Son of a painter can be a painter. You must learn. But the son of a king can be a king. Why? What is the job? Occupy the throne. That's why idiots become the king. Because he is son. That is why politics is full of what? You know what it is. His son. So full of dealers, not leaders. Because there is no training for it. You are inheriting a job. Nobody must inherit. Are you getting that point? Please. So, everywhere around the world, you cannot escape it. But, whoever you are, as you slowly grow from Sudra mind to businessman to politician, Kshatriya to, what is that, Brahmana, ultimately can go back to yourself, who you are. How? We shall see. Read. This is fantastic. Read the verse number 49. Asakta buddhi sarvatra jitatma vigata spruha naishkarmya siddhim paramam sannyasena siddhim prapto yatha brahma tathapnoti nivodhame samasenaiva kaunteya nishtha jnanasya yapara. Now he says, so, how you should gain this, even though you are with a particular disposition, how to go beyond it and then to get the jnana nishtha. Ultimately being yourself. Asakta buddhi sarvatra jitatma bhigata spruha naishkarmya siddhim paramam naishkarmya siddhim sannyasena adhigacchati. Asakta buddhi sarvatra jitatma bhigata spruha. The person who is interested thus in being with himself, he should be asakta buddhi, where the buddhi, sangarahita buddhi antakarana sarvat. Sarvat asakti. No. Putra dasa gruhadishu asakta. Meaning, in every object in the world, not only family, friends, your own body, career, whatever it is. For some time, you are withdrawing yourself. I want to know. Or even when you are in the family, not that you are running away from everything also. Wherever you are also doesn't matter. But when you come to expose yourself to this knowledge, for some time, everything should be suspended. It just doesn't matter. Asakta buddhi. Family is there, but I am not dragging the responsibility onto myself. Everything is there, but I am not dragging any responsibility to myself. Sarvatra. You come back to the ashram, but you don't say, I have come here for more comfort. No. More food. No. More attention. No. I am not interested in anything. That is a student. But suppose somebody comes, did not get food there, they come to ashram to eat. Could not meet a boy or a girl somewhere, come here to meet a boy and girl. You are wasting your time. Could not get a job there, so you want to make some profession out of it. Understand, your first primary purpose is to be myself. I always tell you, the first day when you came to ashram, for what? For what? Did you come here to be the president of the society? Did you come here in charge of library? Did you come to be the running the school? Did you come here to run the kitchen? Did you come here to be friendly with a boy or a girl? Nearer to the Swami or farther from it? No. First day, why did you come? What is this knowledge? Can you keep it until you finish it? Then only you will be a good student, or else a gadhe. You will be kadhe, donkey. You shall carry the load of information. Bharasya vahanadu chandanasya. You will carry the load of information. You can't escape because you have been listening every day. But there shall be no fragrance in living. Why? Because purpose forgotten. Asakta buddhi, sarvatra. Tasmat jita atma, jita antakarana. Why jita antakarana? When you have no shakti, meaning you are not attracted, pulled or pushed by the object, how shall be your mind? Quiet. How is your mind? Suppose your mind doesn't find any happiness or unhappiness outside, neither happiness, unhappiness also. It doesn't find either happiness or unhappiness outside. What type of mind you will have? Jumping, projecting mind? Whew. Why? Enough is enough. Tasmat, bigata spruha. See that? Bigata spruha. No more any interest. Not that you hate it. This will not solve my problem. I have got it enough. Laddu, bhai, you keep it. I am not interested. Why? Enough of laddu. Enough sweet. Enough movie. Enough boy and girl. Enough books. Enough power position. Enough. Now I am interested only in knowing myself. Oh, you are such a bright boy. Forget that brightness. You are so charitable. Who cares? Did not solve my problem. You are so dumb. Yes, I have been dumb. I am tired of my dumbness. You understand? Swadharma, bigunopi sreya. That is why be honest. Somebody can say, you are so dumb. Yes, I am dumb and I am tired of dumbness. You are a great person. You don't say, you are dumb. Huh? How can you say I am dumb? I am dumb. He says, you are dumb. What's wrong with it? I am stupid. Call the spade a spade. See this beautiful rose. Now why are you all smiling? Why are you smiling? Because you know, Swami is talking some nonsense now, right? Or trying to convey a point. See this beautiful rose? It's hibiscus. Why should you call it a rose? Does the hibiscus feel great now? Because hibiscus an idea of what it is to mean to be a rose. So the hibiscus feels very proud. Oh, thank you. What is that thank you now? Thank you for a deceptive statement, right? The hibiscus doesn't wait for congratulations. The hibiscus doesn't like to be told he's a gold either. I mean a rose either. A human being, you know you are a crook inside, but you want to be told you are a Maharaj, sadhu. You know you are angry, hurtful, jealous person, but somebody should say, you are so kind, you are so nice. Then you also feel very good. Why? Somebody talks to you, the ideal that you are holding, not the reality. When somebody praises you for who you are not, he pushes you further into a world of phantasm. Phantasm means imagination and a fantasy. It's a fantasy, the world of fantasy. When somebody feeds you with nonsense, they pushes you into the world of fantasy. Somebody wakes you up when they takes you the reality. You are an idiot. He wakes you up to the world of reality. When the person is stupid and you tell him, nobody is greater than you, you are pushing him into the world of fantasy. Person can't accept reality anymore. Understand? Oh, then you can say, I am the body, is reality for me. I am the mind, is the reality for me. So you are telling me I am immortal, Brahman, absolute, all-pervasive. Are you not pushing me to the world of fantasy? No. In that body, I am the body. Remove the body and see this I who it is. I am not talking about your body is Brahman. Body by itself is Brahman. I. What is the meaning of the word I? Can you think? See that clear. Vigata spruha. No more that attraction towards anything. Nor you hate something. It's okay. It has done its job in my life. Such a person, naiskarmya siddhim, sannyasena adhiga. Sannyasena jnanena. Sannyasi here means samyak darsanena, tatpurvakena va sarvakarma sannyasena. Sarvakarma sannyasa, you have not interested in doing anything activity. Tasmat karma phala sannyasa, therefore you have given up all the dependence on the result of the action. And therefore, samyak darsanena, karma sannyas, karma phala sannyas, samyak darshana, sannyasi. See the truth in himself. Siddhim prapta brahma apnoti. Yatha brahma apnoti. Nibodham. Here Arjuna, I'll tell you how this person, step by step like this. Siddhim prapta yatha brahma apnoti. Siddhim antakarana suddhim praptya. Just whatever may be the state of mind, doesn't matter whether a Vaishya's type of mind, or a Shudra type of mind, or a Kshatriya type of mind, or a Brahmana type of mind, meaning different types of dispositions, happy, comfortable disposition, charitable disposition, selfish disposition, totally gross dispositions. It doesn't matter when you are honest and live consciously, giving the result of action to Ishvara. You get that Siddhi, Brahma Apnoti. You become one with yourself, the Absolute. That. Thereafter, you clearly see all divisions are functional divisions. Samasena vakanteya nishtha jnanasya para samasena eva. I shall say, samasena means in sankepena. I shall tell you jnanasya para nishtha and how to abide in that knowledge. Only to know yourself, but to abide in that knowledge. In briefly, I'll talk about it. Why briefly shall I talk? Because 17 chapters, elaborately I have talked. Are you getting that? When Bhagavan says, this is just a summing up, I shall talk to you. And how did he say? Now we begin, we shall see in the afternoon. This is how jnanasya shayam jnanasya paranishtha uchyate. How it is? Please read. बुद्ध्या विशुद्धया युक्त है धृत्यात्मानं नियम्य च शब्दादीन् विषयान् त्यक्त्वा रागद्वेषौ वियुधस्य च विविक्तसेवी लघ्वासी यतवाक्कायमानसः ध्यानयोगपरो नित्यम् वैराग्यं समुपाश्रितः अहंकारं बलं दर्पं कामं क्रोधपरिग्रहम् विमुच्य निर्ममः शान्तः ब्रह्मभूयाय कल्पते. The whole thing he has given in 3 verses, which you shall see in the afternoon. Okay? Enjoy yourself. Close your eyes.